Hi guys, my name is Nonema Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about the notes of Constable Zungu. So the defense touched on that because Sano, hey, okay. So what actually being said here is that the defense is building this structure. One, Zungu's 2023 statement, Exhibit 28 took an unusual long time, 100 hours, Kesana, covers up multiple periods, 2014 to 2017. That's the genesis of the events, Kesana, that we are going to get through. 2019 meeting with the SEPS officials, events leading up to May 2023. Secondly, key claim by the witness, let's talk about General. Zungu said he used notes he made over the years to compile the 2023 statement, Bachoku General, right? And also critical problem raised by defense. Those notes are now destroyed or shredded, which that is what Zungu said, Kesan. Also, the timeline contradiction is being exposed. In 2019, when the general met Zungu, Zungu had not made any formal statement yet. Zungu never mentioned any notes to general, but us, this side, we know about notes. Do you see how dangerous Zungu is, guys? That man is dangerous, I'm telling you. So in 2020, Zungu allegedly said Brigadier Bongani Gininda was forcing him to write a statement implicating the general. Also, general's position, he only saw the statement later in 2023, which means Gininda successfully did what he wanted Zungu to. He also says General Zungu never mentioned notes. Zungu never gave him detailed information. The only source Zungu mentioned was a relative called Gwabini. Now, what is the defense doing with all of this? This is not a random questioning from a defense. It's precision attack on credibility and admissibility. One, destroying the notes foundation. If Zungu claims, I wrote this statement from my notes, but the notes are destroyed, he never mentioned them in 2019, no one ever saw them, then the defense arguments becomes those notes may never have existed to begin with. That is very huge, Kesan. Secondly, creating a timeline gap 2019 to 2023. The defense is highlighting 2019, no statement, no notes. 2020 claims of pressure or coercion from Ugininda. 2023, suddenly a detailed structural statement appears 31st May. Do you remember that statement? That opens the door to this argument. This statement was not originally created. It was manufactured later, which sounds like it's something that is true now. Thirdly, introducing coercion narrative. The moment the general says Zungu told him that Brigadier Bongani Gininda was forcing him to implicate the general. Now the defense has painted duress, possible fabrication, investigative misconduct. Even if it's not proven yet, it creates reasonable doubt. And this also boils down to Bongani, Ndanzi, Muzisibiya, Zondo, Shoes Zondo, all of the other people that came and said, actually, now was forced into doing things. If Zungu says Gininda forced him, that means the others are not lying also. Do you understand now? That means the others are not all lying also about Gininda. Gininda is the big problem. Also, for one of the other things, missing evidence, which is equal to adverse inference. Destroyed notes trigger a classic legal principle. If evidence that should exist is missing, the court may infer it would have been unfavorable. This links directly to chain of evidence problems, reliability of the statement. Why all of this is exclusive, guys? This moment fits perfectly because our ongoing narrative is that the foundation of the case needs to collapse because it's very bad. Because the state's case risks looking like if they are busy hanging on in this, built on a late statement that was done in 2023, based on missing notes introduced after alleged pressure in 2020, and supported by any other evidence that existed for 2019. So now the real question the court must answer. Now, what does the statement say? But can this statement be trusted at all? Because if the court finds notes are unreliable or non-existent, statement may be influenced or coerced, then the entire evidential value collapses. Also, the defense is not just attacking Zungu alone. They are quietly building a case that the investigation itself may have been shaped, the evidence, they may have, the investigation itself may have shaped the evidence instead of discovering the evidence. So that's the far bigger than one witness. There is no way. That is far bigger than one witness. Uzungu is a liar in this entire situation. That is my cue on this situation. Now, what we are looking at is a situation of from notes to nothing, defense exposing missing evidence in Zungu's statements, or where the notes even real? Now that's the question that the courtroom should ask itself, and the state must go and hang. We don't care about them. At this point, we don't care about the state, how they are feeling about it. The question is, did those notes even existed? I remember back in 2023, Ujad Rata, courtroom even stopped continuing. They adjourned early. Zungu was supposedly accompanied to KZN to go and fetch the so-called notes. I don't know if you guys remember that. Zungu was accompanied to go to KZN. All to find out, Gesana, it looks like there was never notes, because why did Zungu not tell General Lisheban about the notes if they existed? He came back without the flippant notes, Uzungu, on a Monday. It was a Friday. When he came back, there was a convoy that was supposed to, because Uzungu was supposedly in what you call, Uzungu was supposed to be in, what's the word? Uzungu was supposed to be under security, what you call, under police, don't guide. Hey, I forgot what they called it. Wayefihliwe, egadwe amapolice, and when he comes to court, the court will be full of police officers. Imagine that, guys. Uzungu. All to find out he is lying to the court of Judge Rata. Now he is being exposed left, right, and center. He has been exposed by his father. He was exposed by his brother, exposed by his brother's kid, son, and now he's being exposed by General Lisheban, the same General Lisheban he spoke of the entire time when he was in court back in 2023. Yes, sis. Yes, sis. That guy. I don't know about you guys. All I'm saying is that Uzungu wayisusa inkulumo. Wayisusa inkulumo Uzungu. Hayakesabi lutho sana. Oh, akasabi lutho kwindawo akuyo, that I can tell you for free. He's not scared of anything, guy. He is definitely not scared of anything. Because now, if he did not have these notes, why lie? Now, you see what the defense is doing. What they did there was very crucial. They questioned the entire foundation of the state case. Mind you, this is the same Zungu that is the reason Mapisa did not get his Section 174. Mapisa didn't get Section 174 because of Zungu. Mind you. Sure. Now we are dealing with missing notes, timeline contradictions, and allegations involving Brigadier Bongani Ginini, serious allegations, concerns about how evidence was created. We are dealing with all of that now because of Zungu. So if the notes
were never produced and never mentioned in 2019, then what exactly was used to build that statement in 2023, 31st May 2023? Was this evidence or a reconstruction? Drop your thoughts, because this changes everything. Whether uJudge Ratha likes it or not, this changes everything. Kubi. Hi, Sana Kubi. I promise you, Kubi. This is not nice. This is not one of those things that you must laugh about. I'll see you on our next video. Thank you so much. Do enjoy your day. Bye-bye.